Hi, this is Laura from afrugalchick.com, here to help celebrate Valpak's 46th birthday by talking about easy centerpieces you can make by yourself. This is one of my favorite ones right here. It's just an upside down wine glass. Put a candle on the top of it, either a tea light or a full-size candle, maybe depending on how long your party's going to be, and then underneath a beautiful flower. I got one at my local hobby store, but you could absolutely use real ones. And this also gives you a chance to tie in the colors from whatever the party is that you are throwing. There's some very simple options, especially for marking tables, and this one is one of my favorites. Grab a picture frame, a beautiful piece of paper. I got this from the scrapbook section at my local store. And then I just printed the number off on my computer. You can grab frames at the dollar store or your local hobby store. And that way everything is clearly marked without having to go broke paying for it. This is one of my favorite projects I worked on this week. It's a mason jar. Just took a little bit of blue spray paint. And right before I did that, I took some painter's tape and cut a heart out and put it on the outside. After the paint had dried, I just took the painter's tape off, cleaned up the edges a little bit, had a beautiful design, and then got some colored thread at the store. As well, I did drop a candle in there. It could be a tea light or a regular one, and at night especially, those would glow very beautifully. Another thing that's really easy to use for centerpieces that people seem to have a lot of for some reason are wine bottles. Just by themselves, they can look absolutely beautiful, but there are lots of things that you can do to accent them just a little bit. Some of them just look prettier as long as you stick a cork in the top of them. And you can always cut a slit in that cork and then either put a table number in there, or maybe a picture of the couple that's getting married, or whatever else it is that you happen to be celebrating. I took this one right here and did it for Halloween with my very bad handwriting. I went to the store this week and got some chalkboard paint. So I sprayed 2 nice thick layers on it. Make sure that you shake the can thoroughly. It needs the full 2 minutes in order for it to be able to work. And then I just wrote on the outside with the chalk and stuck this nice little guy on the top so that he would have a very good Halloween theme. So this would be a great example of something you can do for one of your parties. If you wanted to go a little fancier, again, I just used the chalkboard paint, took a red ribbon, and then put some flowers in here. It gave it a little bit of height if you were trying to have that overall look at the table that you're decorating. And then for my last one, I actually took some painter's tape and did a little bit of a striped design on the bottom using that same blue paint. You could do lots of very intricate designs on here if you wanted to, or just keep it as simple as stripes. And then I just added a flower in the top for a little bit of color. I hope these have given you some great ideas of things you can do for your next party, and happy birthday, Valpak.